Hey y'all, in this video we're talking about organic versus non-organic, and does it really matter? Let's get started. So for the last few years there has been a debate over whether or not it makes a difference to buy organic versus non-organic. The idea of organic farming is not a new trend because it's basically how farming began. So conventional non-organic farming is actually the newer trend. So let's talk about 5 things that have to do with choosing organic versus non-organic. Number 1, GMOs, which stands for genetically modified organisms, or GE for genetically engineered. Yes, this is Frankenstein food. 94% of all soybean, 92% of all corn, and 90% of all sugar beet is genetically engineered. And if you know anything about processed food, if you turn on the back and read the ingredients, the top 3 things that are in like almost all processed foods is soy, corn, and sugar. And all of those have a 90% or above rate of being genetically modified. If it's in almost every single one of my packaged processed food, then what's the problem with it? I'm not dead yet. Well, besides the fact that we're eating somebody else's science experiment, it also causes a lot of health issues like birth defects, autism, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, and even cancer. Versus organic. Choosing organic means not choosing GMOs. And this is because we want to eat our food the way that it was created to be eaten, not the way a scientist that graduated Harvard recreated it to be eaten. You get me? Number 2, pesticides. Pesticides are used to control insects, rodents, fungi, bacteria, all in the production of our food. We're not just eating these chemicals. These chemicals are destroying our air, our soil, and our bodies. There is over 2.5 billion tons of pesticides released into our environment each year. And of those 2.5, only half have been tested. And of those tested, majority have been found to cause cancer. And these same pesticides that we use to spray on our food were created to kill enemies in wars, like Nazis and all kind of stuff, like, well, we're eating it. Okay. And it's not just sprayed on our fruits and vegetables, it's absorbed into the fruits and vegetables. Pesticides cause problems like headaches and nausea, all the way to reproductive problems and cancer. Versus choosing organic. Organic food is not sprayed with the same type of chemicals that conventional non-organic food is sprayed with. Now here's where it gets a little spicy. Much of the debate over whether or not eating organic versus non-organic really matters, because there has been tests that show that the natural formulas used on organic food is actually no much better than the formulas on non-organic food. That they cause as much problems as the non-organic. But that is not true for every chemical, and it's not true in every case. But in my case, I'd rather go for something that has a higher chance of being better for me than just being like, oh crap, everything is bad and I'll just eat whatever and we're gonna die soon. Like, I don't take that type of route, that method. No, I don't care. So I'm gonna choose organic. I'm gonna choose something that is better for me, because organic is not just about pesticides. It's about biodiversity. It's about the soil. It's about so many other things than just pesticides. So I'm gonna roll with organic. Number 3, where to buy. Organic is typically harder to find, at least where I live. I live in Florida, and if you probably live in LA, you probably find organic as soon as you walk outside your door. But for me, that's not the case. I do have fruit stands all around me, but they don't sell organic food. They may sell fresh local fruit and vegetables, but it's not organic, which I don't really get it, but they don't have it. Versus non-organic. You can find non-organic everywhere. You don't even have to search. You don't have to look. If you can find fruits and vegetables, it's probably non-organic. Number 4, cost. Organic typically costs more than non-organic food, is no lie. Even though there are cheaper ways to buy it, it still costs more. And especially if you live in paycheck to paycheck and you just don't have leftover money to spend on food, organic is not always easy for you to buy. And I completely understand. And the reason why it costs you more is because it costs the farmer more to farm organically, and it's more care involved. And I'm not saying that they kiss your peach before they give it to you and they tuck your peach in every night and sing lullabies to it before they sell it to you. I'm not talking about that. But I'm saying it's more labor intensive and it's more effort to weed and control the pests. Versus non-organic. Non-organic is typically much cheaper. I went to the grocery store the other day and I was getting some Fuji apples, and the Conventional non-organic Fuji apples was $1.99 a pound, and then I went over to the organic apples and they were $2.99 a pound, which is ridiculous. But there is ways of get organic cheaper. You just kind of gotta look harder than you do for the non-organic. And number 5, health. Even though non-organic is better for your pockets, it may not be better for your health. Earlier, we talked about the effects from GMOs and pesticides and different diseases that it causes, especially cancer. Eating organic may cost you a little bit more per week or per month, but it pays off in the long run, because when you think about, medical expenses like co-pays, prescriptions, surgery, doctor's visits, all that other stuff, like all that adds up. Even if you have good insurance, somebody is paying for it. And our country is trillions of dollars in debt. And the infrastructure of our healthcare system cannot physically nor financially hold an entire country of sick people because we chose not to watch what we eat or how we grow our food. So if you're serious about your health, organic is the best option. Versus eating non-organic, where you'll continuously be exposed to all those toxins and the GMOs and the pesticides that will harm your bodies. And it's not just harming your bodies, but it's harming your families, it's harming our communities, our healthcare system, our country, our world. I digress. All right, I hope this video helped you to know more about organic versus non-organic and what's the big difference. Does it really matter? But wait, there's more. The great thing about this all is that you don't have to buy every single fruit and vegetable organic. Yes. So on my next food video, I'm gonna talk about the foods that you should always buy organic and the foods that you don't have to buy organic so that you can save a little bit of money. And until then, I love y'all. Bye.